this week on Cruisin' New England. Where do you find historic cars and trucks? A huge pile of pedal cars or a complete train system? I'm Paul Manette, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Cruisin' New England. Today we're in southeastern Massachusetts to visit a family-owned collection of automobiles, memorabilia, a choo-choo train, and the biggest heap of pedal cars I've ever seen. All this and more on Cruisin' New England. All my life, I've been cruising New England, meeting great people, visiting amazing places, and discovering wonderful classic and custom car collections, nostalgic automobilia, and so much more. Come on and join our adventure. I'm Paul Manette. Let's go cruising. Intercity Lines Incorporated, America's premier enclosed auto transporter, providing enclosed transport throughout the United States. Call 800-221-3936 or visit us on the web.
Experience Mcmullen Chevrolet, one of the largest volume new and pre-owned Corvette dealers in the country.
I came here because I heard Mcmullen has the largest selection of Corvettes in the Northeast.
I bought a ZR1 because I wanted the fastest production car out there.
Mcmullen has one of the most extensive inventories of coupes and convertibles, available and ready for delivery.
The Taj Mahal of Chevy dealerships. If you haven't been around, you got to come and check this place out.
Make it the true American sports car, Corvette. Mcmullen Chevrolet is your Corvette dealer.
Imperial Worldwide insulation vinyl siding, copper and seamless aluminum gutters, closet-made shelving systems, and zero-clearance fireplaces. We strive to make the building process easy and fun.
Hi, I'm Jim Grundy. Many of you know me as the old original of collector car insurance at Grundy. Well, today I'm here to introduce something new. We call it the Motor Vehicle Programmer MVP. MVP is designed to offer you the same great coverage with agreed value and incredible rates, not just on your collector cars, but on your daily drivers, your motorcycles, your motorhomes, your pickup trucks. If it goes over the road, we can insure it on MVP. To get a quote, call our 800 number or visit us online.
Find out what's happening. Get up-to-date information as I travel throughout New England and beyond. To get exclusive information and behind-the-scenes photos, join me on Facebook. Now you can watch Cruisin' New England television every day on our website television show. You'll see past episodes featuring automobile collections, memorabilia, car show, and cruise night segments. Don't miss our visit with Hall of Fame drag racer Don Garlitz, a private showing of Bob Baer's world-class automobile collection, and watch for special segments, unseen footage, and so much more. Join us on our website television show at cruisingnewengland.com. We're here this week with Tim Holmes, and he's going to give us a guided tour of his family's collection of automobilia, memorabilia, and actually a whole lot more today.
Welcome. We're glad to have you here.
Now, how did your family get involved in collecting all this stuff?
Well, it started with one sign that we have in this room. It was just, my dad picked it out of a dump when he was about 15 or 20 years old, and it blossomed to what we have here in this room and the other rooms around the property.
The one thing I noticed, there's no rhyme or reason to your collection.
No, there isn't. It's whatever looked nice and whatever color and basically whatever space we had to fit it, we grabbed it.
Now, this is quite a room that you have here, and my viewers know that I love pedal cars, and you certainly have a great array of pedal cars here today.
Yeah, we have some time in the winter time to restore quite a few of them, and we have the pedal cars, the trains, the fire trucks, some new, some old. Got to have some for the let the children play with them, let them play with the new ones.
Now, this is a real nice one here with the Good Humor ice cream truck wagon on it. And I don't know, this one here has been restored by your family?
It has. We have restored that. I actually remember that was in my grandmother's house. I used to play with it. It used to be silver. It was an airport one. Jet service, but we changed it. The Good Humor colors just look so much better.
Yeah, it looks great. In front of that, we have a Steelcraft pedal car. Now, is that a reproduction vehicle?
That's the Cadillac, and I think it is a reproduction as well.
It's really nice. You really gear to the original pedal cars in your collection.
Correct, yes. We do have a few reproductions, but we're mostly original, and we try to we've gotten to the point now of collecting some that are original and haven't been painted.
All right, let's talk about some of the things that you have here. You have some beautiful neon lights in here. And right behind us to your right, we have a Buick sign up there. Now I know that's a two-sided sign, I believe, but you're only showing one side on the wall.
And it is double-sided, and it did come with complete original neon, which, as we all know, is a super rarity to find the original neon that went with it.
Most of your neon signs in here are rare, like that John Deere Holmes family farm equipment. Now, is that something that you ordered, or did you find that?
No, the sign I found, it's actually, I opened the box from the sign. It was from the 40s, from a John Deere dealership that never got going. They went and bought the sign, never started. It said something else on the bottom, but it had all flaked away, so we felt it was okay to scrape it off, and we had a sign company make that on the bottom for us.
That wall is filled with great stuff, and it's all in really beautiful original condition. Mohawk tires, the motor truck service there from International Harvester. You got a beautiful Quaker State sign up there, and that Richfield one on the wall really stands out. And these are porcelain signs. What's very interesting to me that I see on that wall too is I see this Coca-Cola keg over there, and I've never seen a Coca-Cola keg before. And it says 10 cents Coca-Cola, and it's in beautiful condition. So you have a lot of pedal cars here, but you also got some big boys cars here, like this race car.
Yeah, this is a late 40s, early 50s midget race car. It's got a V8 60 in it, small little V8. It's got aluminum heads. It has an in-out box, meaning it has no clutch. It's no starter. If you want to start it, you got to get a push. And it goes really well.
So Tim, it looks like you have another big boy toy over here.
Yes, this is a 1926 Ford Model T. Hot rodded, of course. My father brought it home in 1970 because his family was growing. It had the original tires, engine, 3-lever shifting that lasted 1 hour, and the rest of it was taken out. Now it has a Mustang 289 engine in it, and rear end and front end. And we drove around in it. That was one of our first cars around here. It was a lot of fun to drive in. It's had various color schemes. It's been brown and tan and black, and we're down to red now.
So you grew up hot rodding. Your father got you right into this hobby right from the start. Did you have a love for it from the beginning, or you kind of forced into it?
I've always been a car guy. I always was, and really enjoyed it since the beginning. My father, I remember the pilgrimage to Hershey, Pennsylvania, to the car show. And
you know, when you have cars and you have a showroom like this, you have to have gas pumps. And you've got 3 fine examples of gas pumps. Let's talk about this one right here.
Yeah, this is a 20s from the Fry, 1920s gas pump made by the Fry company. It's very simple. You pump up the gas to see how much you got, and then you drain it out. This pump action still works.
Is this something that you restored?
We actually purchased that restored. One of the few things we didn't do. So Paul, these are 2 very interesting pumps. This is a 1940s Gilbert Barker. It's set up in Richfield, Atlantic Richfield gasoline, and the globe on top is an original gas pump globe. We opened the box for that. And this one here is a Gilbarco from the 50s Art Deco style with a red crown globe on top of it I had found in one of the swap meets I had attended.
So Tim, you have a lot more to show us here today. We're going to see your car collection. We're going to take a ride on a train. We're going to see more pedal cars. Man, this is awesome. A lot more of Cruisin' New England when we come back.
Waiting on back orders again? Your neighbor isn't. He ordered from NPD. National Parts Depot continues to be the nation's leading source for quality restoration parts and supplies for Ford Truck, Mustang, Camaro, Chevelle, and Firebird. With 4 strategically located superstores, you'll find everything you need shipped to your door within 1 to 3 business days. For your free catalog, visit NPD online or call toll-free. Don't let back orders stall your project. NPD takes the frustration out of restoration.
Graphic Express, mobile lettering, custom graphics for autos, fleets, trucks, and boats. Signs of all types including awnings, storefronts, banners, and more.
Intercity Lines Incorporated is America's premier enclosed auto transporter with service to all 48 states. Intercities features 53-foot air ride trailers equipped with lift gates for level loading of all vehicles. Intercity's drivers are the most experienced in the auto transport business and treat each car as if it was their own. Intercity provides transport services for car owners, auto manufacturers, dealers, museums, auto auctions, concours, and racing events. Call us toll-free or visit our website.
Don't miss the Amherst Outdoor Antique Auto Show and Flea Market, Amherst, New Hampshire, the last Sunday of the month, April through October. Over 500 spots. Gates open at 6 a.m. with free admission.
Cash for Gold, the place to sell your unwanted gold and diamonds. Where you sell your jewelry is as important as where you buy it. We at Cash for Gold are diamond and gold specialists. We will buy all size diamonds, gold chains, rings, bracelets, silver coins, and even broken jewelry. Often we pay 2 to 3 times higher than pawn shop prices. We also pay up to 90% of the daily price of both diamonds and gold. We are the original, authentic, family-run Cash for Gold and have been for more than 28 years. Visit us at 527 South Broadway, Route 28 in Salem, New Hampshire.
When September comes, the party begins. Cruise on over to the Big E in West Springfield, Mass. September the 14th through the 30th.
We're back. Tim, you know, on Cruisin New England, we've seen a lot of collections, memorabilia, automobile, all types of automobile collections, but never trains.
Yeah, here's my father, Richard. Hi. He wanted to take the train to work, so he felt instead of moving his work, he'd put a train in his backyard. That way he could just go from his house and take the train down to work. This is our 4th engine made by the Miniature Train Company, and amusement parks wanted to get a steam engine look. So they only made 41 of them before they changed and retooled to make it a bigger train, more of a people mover than a fun little ride.
Is there any future that you might end up getting another one?
Hopefully there's no more trains involved. I will say I do want to add a little more track down. We have plenty of track. I'd like to add some more in.
Well, how much track do you have now?
We have roughly a half mile of track laid on the ground, and I probably have another mile sitting in storage.
You think you'll ever put up the full mile?
Probably two different layouts. That way you can run 2 trains at once. It's difficult right now as one person to run 2 trains because they don't pass each other.
How far back do these trains go?
Well, this actually, the gentleman that started making these actually started in the late 40s. They're all powered by the same Wisconsin V4 with the same engine transmission setup. It's just on this one they just changed the sheet metal around.
So Tim, I don't think we're going to be taking this one for a ride.
No, I don't think we're going to fit in this one, Paul. Paul, this is made by the Miniature Train Company as well, same as the big trains, but it's a 1-foot scale instead. It's actually made to go to little fairs. It's totally portable. You and I can pick it up, put it on a trailer. All the track snaps together like a finger joint.
It's unbelievable here. You have antique school buses, classic automobiles, hot rods, an AC Cobra. You have it all in your collection. A great amount of automobilia, memorabilia. What a well-rounded collection.
All right, Paul, so this is where we keep all the pedal cars that we haven't restored yet.
I'll tell you, that's the biggest heap of pedal cars I've ever seen in my life. So you, at one time or another, you are going to actually restore these pedal cars.
At some point, we'll get through this pile.
I'll tell you, I'd like to have 1 or 2 of them, and I know you had your eye on our Cruisin New England jackets, and what do you say we make a trade? Maybe a jacket for a pedal car? What do you think?
Let's think about it.
When we come back, we're going to find out if Tim's going to make a trade with me. All this and more on Cruisin New England. Welcome to the Town Fair Tire Recognition Award Series. Each week we're going to be giving away an award to recognize a classic car owner throughout New England. I'm here with Jim Giuliano. He's the Vice President of Marketing and Advertising for Town Fair Tire.
Paul, Town Fair Tire is a proud sponsor of the Recognition Award Series. At the end of the series, we're going to have a Town Fair Tire Choice Award winner for the $500 gift certificate.
It's going to be very exciting. Jim, I'd like to meet Paul Bagley.
Paul, tell us about your car.
Well, it's a 69 Chevy Camaro. It's got a 350 4-speed, and it's a lot of fun to drive.
It's truly an awesome looking machine. On behalf of Town Fair Tire, I'd like to present you with a trophy and a gift certificate.
Thank you very much.
Get to Town Fair Tire. You always get free mounting, free flat repair, free tire rotation, free snow tire changeover. Drive with confidence. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Town Fair Tire.
Find out what's happening. Get up-to-date information as I travel throughout New England and beyond. To get exclusive information and behind-the-scenes photos, join me on Facebook. Now you can watch Cruisin' New England television every day on our website television show. You'll see past episodes featuring automobile collections, memorabilia, automobilia, car show, and cruise night segments. Don't miss our visit with Hall of Fame drag racer Don Garlitz, a private showing of Bob Baer's world-class automobile collection, and watch for special segments, unseen footage, and so much more. Join us on our website television show at cruisingNewEngland.com. So we're back, and I'm hoping Tim makes a deal for some of these pedal cars. What do you think?
Let's hear what you have to deal with.
Well, I'm thinking you had your eyes on the Cruisin' New England jackets. How about a jacket for a pedal car? We trade for two.
Sounds fine to me. Drive a hard bargain.
Okay, now looking through these pedal cars, I saw this Fire Chief pedal car. Needs a little bit of work, but the body's in beautiful condition. And we have another fire truck here, an Engine Company 201. So Tim, I've got two jackets, one each for you and your dad. Cruisin' New England official jackets. All right, here's one and here's another one. And I think, how about even up, we go a pedal car for a jacket, one for you, one for your dad, and you wanted an autographed picture, why don't I throw in a couple of pictures as well?
That'd be great, Paul.
I can't believe it. I made a deal right here on Cruisin' New England. Now we're gonna have a look at his car collection.
Yes, this here is a 1940 Ford business coupe. My cousin owns it. He lives down the street. He works for us here as well. He did a quick restoration on it because it was pretty much a rust-free car to begin with. Next, we got a 1964 International Travelall. We use it as much as we can. Still full from going to the cruise night last night. Haven't even unloaded the cooler yet. And then you have your Mustang row. It's a 1990 Ford Mustang GT convertible. And the 1984 Ford Mustang. This is the anniversary edition for the 20th anniversary. They made a couple thousand of these. We let my mother drive it every once in a while. This is a 1966 Mustang Fastback. It was actually purchased by my father for his best friend who was in the Army at the time building roads in Greenland. And he called my dad up and said, "Hey, I need this Mustang. Can you get it for me?" So my dad picked it up for him, threw it in storage, and when he got back a year later, he paid him for it, and he's had it ever since.
It's a beautiful vehicle.
Here we have a 1932 Ford three-window coupe. This came out of the World of Wheels in 1964. My dad bought it for $1,000. Came with California black plates. It was supposedly built by George Barris's shop. Still haven't been able to trace that yet. Someday maybe I'll get to it. It has a 53 Mercury flathead engine in it. Unfortunately, it was converted over to an automatic, but we'll get that back to a 3-speed at some point.
We see a lot of hot rods and Mustangs, but I tell you, this is what I came here for, to have a look at this fire truck and your school bus.
Yes, this is a 1932 Ford Firetruck. It has a V8 flathead engine in it. It is a 1932 V8. It was not a V8 truck to begin with. It was a 4-cylinder, but the fire company must have repowered it before then. It came to us pretty good condition. There was no rot in it. We just gave it a light restoration, a nice paint job, and we try to use it in as many parades as we can.
Next up on the line, I have never seen a 1932 school bus before.
This is what started it all. My grandfather started school busing in 1932. This wasn't the bus he started with, but since it was 32 that he started, we started with a 32 Ford, and it has a 4-cylinder engine in it. It has a body made by the Union City Body Company. They were marketed through Ford. Ford didn't build the body, but in the Ford brochure, which Ford was gracious enough to send us a copy of, this is listed in it. They had 2 versions, high headroom or low headroom, and that was basically depending on the wooden roof bows that are on it. It's all metal construction on the outside. It does have wooden ribs inside it for stability, and inside it seats 32 passengers in a really strange configuration of seating. It's got seats down the side and them in the middle as well.
You know, before we take this for a ride, you're working on a school bus too right now, aren't you?
Yeah, we have another 32 we're working on, but it's an International this time with a 6-cylinder engine, and it has a Wayne body on it, which is a little different than this. It's all put together with carriage bolts.
And where is it right now in terms of the restoration?
We'll say we're halfway. I'm hoping to get painting this fall. We'll see. We got real lucky when we were doing this restoration. The doors were original and intact, and they weren't as rotten as you think they would be. The sides of the bus were too rotten to reuse, so we did put new skins on it. But we were able to reuse the doors, the rear door, and the corners of the bus we had to reuse. Inside the bus, we did all the upholstery ourselves. We also cut the glass and put that in. We did have a cabinet maker make us the roof bows. They were a little extreme for us, so we did the whole thing ourselves except for the roof and the roof bows and putting the roof on. We had a upholsterer come here and help us put the vinyl roof on.
So give us a rundown, Tim.
Pretty simple, 4-cylinder engine, 4-speed, and simple old door handle that you pull the door closed. There's no heater in the bus, there's 1 windshield wiper, but it sure beat riding the old horse and buggy to school, that's for sure. So this had a lot of safety features that were coming along that they still use today in today's busing. They have the window on the door, so you could see if anyone was there when you're opening the door. Small children would be hiding behind that. Today, the modern buses have a whole glass door, so you can see that. Also has a rear emergency door in which the rear seat actually folds down, and you can get out the back door with in case there was an emergency.
A lot more Cruisin' New England when we come back. I'm Paul Minette, and I'm proud to be named the spokesperson for the Food Allergy Education Network.
Food allergies are a growing and serious health concern. 1 in 12 children in the United States has food allergies. That's 2 children in every classroom. There is no cure for food allergies. The only way to keep our children safe is through education. Learn the facts about food allergies. Know the signs and symptoms of anaphylaxis.
You can save a life.
I got involved because of my granddaughter, and I hope you get involved too.
Would you like information about Cruisin' New England Productions? Cruisin' New England magazine has been the premier auto and events magazine for nearly 20 years. Cruisin' New England Car Show series includes the Elite Dream Machines Rock and Roll Weekend at Mohegan Sun Casino, the Super Wheel Showdown on City Hall Plaza, Boston, and the Spooktacular Cruisin' Classic. Or for personal appearances by Paul Minette or advertising on our television show, contact us at cruisenewengland@aol.com.
Building Maintenance Services. We've been servicing the Northeast since 1990. We service and repair revolving doors, automatic and handicap doors. We can help you design an attractive, efficient entrance you can be proud of. Protect your investment and secure your property with yearly maintenance contracts and 24-hour service. Whether in office, medical, or commercial high-rise, we'll get the job done right for you. Building Maintenance Services.
Tired of waiting for delivery of your classic car parts? You need NPD. National Parts Depot continues to be the nation's leading source for quality restoration parts and supplies for Ford Truck, Mustang, Camaro, Chevelle, and Firebird. With 4 strategically located superstores, you'll find everything you need shipped to your door within 1 to 3 business days. For your free catalog, visit NPD online or call toll-free. Don't be the last guy on the block to get your ride rolling. NPD takes the frustration out of restoration.
So we're back with Tim Holmes and with your newest acquisition.
Yes, it's a 1967 Ford Shelby Cobra AC.
And what does that mean, AC?
AC it's actually a body company in England they called the AC Bristol they had started with, and then the Carroll Shelby in 1963 put a 289 engine in it and raced it all around and had tremendous success. It's a lightweight aluminum body with a 4-wheel independent suspension. And a couple of years later, he ended up putting a 427 motor in it, increasing the suspension, brakes, and transmission, and this is a 427. It's one of 260 made.
You know, it's a rare opportunity to actually get to see one of these.
It is, and it's a lot of fun to drive. It's too bad all the people that own them don't drive them as much as they should.
And you do, and you have a lot of fun with them.
I do. I've had it about a year, and I've put on probably 1,000 miles since I've had it.
So Tim, what makes it so special under the hood?
Well, what's special under the hood is it's a 427 side oiler. It's built by Holmes & Moody, which in the day would be the person you went to after you bought your Shelby Cobra and you wanted to make it better. You went to Holmes & Moody and they made you an engine. The gentleman that owned this originally never raced it, but I think he wanted to. He was racing a Formula Ford around the Southwest, and maybe this was his daily driver, but he had purchased the Shelby American parts catalog, and he had bought all the right parts to make it a race car, and unfortunately he never got to put it together. And the second owner, which we purchased it from, did put all the parts on, and as you see it in race form, which someday we do hope to get to Lime Rock and try it out and see how it goes.
You know, Tim, when I first walked into the garage, the first thing I saw was this AC Cobra, but you have an outstanding collection of signs on the wall.
And picking out the ones that really fit here. The Esso one with the red, white, and blue was really, really colorful. And of course, everyone likes their ice cream signs that they just look really nice with the colors that just pop.
And the thing that I noticed about these signs, these are not reproduction signs. These are original, extraordinary condition signs.
Yep, unfortunately, reproductions aren't allowed.
Sounds good to me. And what else do we have here? Hydrox ice cream. That was made by Seal Test too. Looks, you have quite a collection actually of Seal Test.
Yes, my brother is the collector of the ice cream signs. He really likes how they look and has quite a collection.
And on the other side here, we have a luncheon candy Coca-Cola sign. I've never seen one that size in that shape. Usually they get bent up and rusted. That is a beautiful sign. And Kendall and the Buick, the authorized Buick sign, which is another, that's a porcelain sign that's very, very valuable. And the garage is awesome, but what's in it is the main attraction.
Yes.
I wanted you to take me for a ride in this.
I thought you'd never ask.
Well, let's go. Let's see what it sounds like.
Jim Holmes and his family for a great day sharing a fabulous collection with us. I'm Paul Manette. Until next time, I'll be cruising New England.